Hello students, good morning and welcome to Vidya Setu, the YouTube channel of our school. Today we will study the same chapter, electricity. In this chapter we have already studied the potential difference and the Ohm's law. So today we are going to study the resistance, the various factors which affect resistance and resistivity. So let's start our class. Now students, resistance is the property of a conductor due to which it opposes the flow of electric current through it. So resistance is equals to potential difference divided by current. SI unit of resistance is ohm and it is represented by symbol omega. Some substances they have comparatively high electrical resistance. So such substances they are known as resistors. For example, the alloys like nichrome, manganese and constantan they are resistors. If a substance it has a low electrical resistance then it would be a conductor. If it have a very high electrical resistance then it would be a insulator. But if the electrical resistance is intermediate so it would be a resistor. Now we will study the various factors which affect the resistance of a conductor. So the first factor is the length of the conductor. If we increase the length of the conductor, then the resistance would also increase. It means resistance is directly proportional to the length of a conductor. If the length of wire is doubled, then resistance would also double. If the length of wire is halved, then resistance would get half. Now second factor is the area of cross section, or we can say the thickness of wire. Resistance is inversely proportional to the area of cross section of a conductor. So if a wire is thick, it has less resistance, and if a wire is thin, then it would have a more resistance because the area of thin wire is less as compared to the area of thick wire. Now student, the next factor is the temperature. So the resistance of all pure metals increases with increase in temperature, or vice versa. Vice versa means if we decrease the temperature, the resistance would decrease, and if we increase the temperature, the resistance would increase. But the resistance of alloys, it remains unaffected with increase in temperature. Also the nature of material also affect the resistance of conductor. So some materials they have low resistance whereas others have high resistance. For example, the resistance of a nichrome wire, it is an alloy. So nichrome wire, the resistance of nichrome wire is about 60 times more than that of copper wire of same length and thickness. Now resistivity or specific resistance. We know that resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to its length, and resistance of conductor is inversely proportional to the area of cross section of the conductor. Now this equation is 1, this equation will be second. Now if we combine both the first and second equation, we will get R is proportional to L upon A, and if this proportionality sign will be removed, a constant will replace it. So this constant is known as resistivity. It is spelled as rho. So rho is equals to RA, because this A will go on this side, so it will get multiplied by AR. So rho is equals to RA upon L. The unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Okay, ohm is the unit of resistance and meter square is the unit of area. So 1 meter will be cancelled by the length. Okay, so we will be remain with ohm meter, because यहाँ पे एरिया का ऐसा यूनिट है मीटर स्क्वायर और लेंथ की यूनिट है मीटर. सो 1 मीटर यहाँ से कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा. The resistivity of a substance does not depend on its length or thickness. As we have seen that the resistance depend on the length and area of cross section, but the resistivity does not depend on the length and thickness of the conductor. It depends on the nature of substance and temperature. The copper and aluminium, they are used to make electrical wires because they have low resistivities. Now one more question is there. Now why nichrome is used for making heating elements of electrical appliance. So heating elements in the electrical appliances like iron, electric iron, toaster, okay, and electric geyser, electric room heater. So the heating element of such electrical appliances, it is made from nichrome. Why it is used for making the heating elements of electrical appliances? Because nichrome has a very high resistivity, and secondly, nichrome does not undergo oxidation easily even at a high temperature. It means nichrome does not burn at high temperature. So due to both these properties, nichrome is used to make the heating elements of electrical appliances. Okay students, so this was all about today's class. In the next class, we will be studying the combination of resistances. Thank you for watching.